Hi, today is the first class of ICSE batch of APC. So we are gonna learn about sex-linked inheritance today. So what is sex-linked inheritance? Sex-linked inheritance is the appearance of certain traits which are due to the presence of alleles exclusively either on X or Y chromosome. Due to. So um, in sex-linked inheritance, mostly males are affected. This is because most X-linked inheritance are recessive, and as we know, females have two X chromosomes and males have one X and one Y chromosome. So the disease is recessive, so the dominant X actually overpowers the disease, like diseased allele, and ultimately the woman is not really affected but she becomes a carrier. So we are going to go there. So first, X-linked inheritance. Array. So इसमें basically क्या होता है, one of the X chromosomes is affected. For example, two examples of this disease, inheritance disease, is hemophilia and another is color blindness. So, in hemophilia, it is also known as the breeder's disease. इसमें क्या होता है, the affected person is unable to clot blood properly, so he or she may bleed to their death if he or she is affected. Mostly he is affected. That is because X-linked inheritance, this is a recessive X-linked inheritance. I hope you know about dominant and recessive allele. So in this, the diseased allele for this XH, we represent the affected allele as XH. So this is the recessive one, and in females, as there are two, the female is not really affected because it is the recessive one. So the dominant allele, this is the dominant, and here is recessive. The dominant overpowers and she becomes a carrier. So she isn't really affected by the disease, but her children might be. The children may be. And in case of males, they are affected because there is only one X chromosome. So yeah, they are affected. After that, I will be coming to the Punnett squares. Before that, color blindness. Color blindness is also seen more among males than in females. This is because the same reason. It is a recessive X-linked disease. So the female affected, not really affected, the female becomes a carrier, and she might not suffer from color blindness, but her offsprings might. So in color blindness, in red-green color blindness, a man is unable to distinguish between red and green colors. It's rare to see a female affected by color blindness or hemophilia. There are, but those are rare. So this happens. I will be showing in Punnett square. Um, there are three possible female chromosomes and three possible male chromosomes. So they are first female. I'm writing female first. It can be normal female, like normal. Then I'm taking example of hemophilia. So this is a carrier woman, which means she will not be affected, but her offsprings will be or might be affected. And this is a hemophilic female, but it's rare. It's not really seen. It's rare, but yeah, hemophilic. And there are two possible male chromosomes. This is a normal male and this is a hemophilic male. They don't have a choice. They have to be affected by hemophilia or color blindness. After that, I'll be coming to the Punnett squares. So I'll be showing you what I mean. When the mother is a carrier, she will not be affected, but her offsprings will. So suppose a hemophilic a carrier mother and a hemophilic father. Their offsprings will be in Punnett square. So as you can see, the mother is not affected, but one of their daughter is, and one daughter is a carrier. So out of these children, there is, out of 4, there is one hemophilic daughter. So 1 out of the 4. So in percentage, it is 25%. Hemophilic son is 25%. Carrier daughter is 25%. And a normal son is 25%. So the questions might come, what is the percentage of hemophilic children? So you have to write the hemophilic daughter plus the hemophilic son. So out of the 4, 2 are hemophilic. So the percentage is 2 out of 4 into 100% is equal to 50%. Hope you got that. After that, another possible pair in Punnett square. Normal mother and hemophilic father. So in Punnett square, at first you make 9 squares, and then this part is taken for male and this part is taken for female. In plants, you can just assume the dominant characters are the male and the recessive characters are the female. It is not necessary, but it helps. So here, so as you can see, there are two carrier daughters and two normal sons. In this case, no one really has the hemophilia, but the daughters are carriers, so they can potentially transfer hemophilia to their kids. Not transfer, their kids might inherit hemophilia if their father is a hemophilic man. After that, let's see um, carrier mother, X normal father. So see, in this case, only one of the four children are normal. The son, only one son is normal. Daughters are normal too, but they are carriers, so they can't really be called normal. They don't have hemophilia, but they still can't be called normal. There are two carrier daughters. And there is one hemophilic son. So this was the X-linked inheritance. Y-linked inheritance is not really in our syllabus, but I will be telling you briefly about it. So it happens only to males. The X-linked inheritance is more common in men's, but it happens in females also. The happening in females is rare, but not completely zero. But here, happening in female is completely zero, but because females don't have X chromosome. Wait a minute. Here, X, the X chromosome, the diseases of the X chromosome. I mean, the affected chromosome in X-linked diseases was called X-linked chromosome, just X-linked chromosome. But here, Y-linked, the diseased chromosome is called Hollandric chromosome. I won't be going into much details about this. There is just one example, which is hair growing out, hair growing out of the ears, which is called hypertrichosis. Or premature balding. That is also a violent inheritance. You don't need to know all this because it is out of the syllabus. Another topic is crisscross inheritance. Crisscross inheritance. In crisscross inheritance, it is said, not really, but it is said that the daughter inherits disease from her father and the son inherits diseases from his mother. So, father, mother, son, and daughter. So, this is the crisscross inheritance because, see, um, when the father is normal and the mother is a carrier, then the son will get hemophilia. Let me show you. See, the father is completely normal, but the mother is a carrier. So one of her sons is hemophilic. So it can be said that he got it from his mother because the father doesn't have any gene of hemophilia. And in case of female, when a carrier mother is crossed with a hemophilic father, the daughter is getting hemophilia. The yeah. So when the mother is hemophilic, the son is getting, like the mother is carrier, but the father is normal, so a son is getting, and the mother is a carrier and the father is hemophilic, so the daughter is getting. So it can be said that the daughter got the hemophilia because the mother is like carrier, but she is not hemophilic. So it can be said that she got hemophilia from her father, and it can be said that the son got the hemophilia from his mother. So that's why this is the cross inheritance in which the father. It is said that the disease is transferred from inherited from the father to daughter and from mother to son. This was the crisscross inheritance. Anything left? So this was the end of the chapter. Not the end of the chapter. This was the end of the topic, sex-linked inheritance. There is nothing more. Just remember and use Punnett squares because it is helpful. Bye bye.